Hello and welcome to the Indie Bandits Twitch and YouTube channel. Today we're going to be playing ABZû. I'm Joe and I'm joined by Jimmy. How are you, Jim?
I'm pretty good, yeah, you?
Yeah, I'm not too bad. Caught the sun a little bit, but I'll cool it off with all this ocean goodness. But we're also joined by Archie as well, who suggested this game. How are you, Archie?
Alright, I'm alright, cheers.
Yeah. You enjoying being allowed back in the pub? Because of COVID rules, not because of the other reasons he's not allowed back.
No, not because of the other reasons. I've still got a bit of time left on that sentence, but
it's nice to get out the house.
It is. It actually is, yes.
Well, less of that nonsense about getting out the house. Let's play some video games.
Let's get in the house and play some games.
Yeah, let's never leave the house again. We tried it once, it wasn't good. Right, I'll just dive in. No pun intended. I am very sorry. So this is I mistakenly thought this was made by the people who made Journey. It's, as you explained to me, Archie, it's not. I think I read somewhere that it was Journey-esque, but underwater.
Yes.
I think that's the kind of crack on we got here, but it seemed chill enough that we could flounder around and talk about whatever.
Jesus.
Was
that another
pun? No, sorry. God damn it. Should we just get the fish puns out of the way now? You got any fish puns lined up, James?
I haven't, but I'll think long and hard about them.
Oh. Yeah, I've already seen this part of the game because I had to just test it earlier, but literally about this and to check if the controller worked. It did, he says, hopefully not cursing the game. When I saw
so
this
when
bit,
they said, sorry.
Go ahead. Archie.
So when they said this was Journey-esque, is this just basically Journey underwater? Is at the top and the bottom of this game?
That's sort of my understanding.
Yeah.
It's kind of like you just mill around, but in the sea, and like narrative is just kind of thrown at you. This this intro reminded me a lot of your wedding, Jimmy, the day after when I was hungover and just floating in the pool. Not obviously.
All right, I thought you meant when we got lost in open water.
Well, the wedding was held underwater, so I can imagine it does.
Oh, I did a little
remind you a little bit of it.
Not know you could do that. Didn't know I could boost.
King Trident was James's best man, obviously.
Aquaman was in attendance. It was good fun.
Yeah. So this is essentially the game. You just swim about in that. It's I get the appeal. I do like these kind of games. I mean, not that I don't want use here, but these are the kind of games that are excellent for like chilling on your own.
So have either of you played Journey?
Yes,
I'm just
loved
curious.
it.
You've played Journey and you have not, James, no?
I have not.
Alright, can you please leave the stream and me and Joe can discuss Journey in length?
I'll just have a tool around. Journey is excellent. Journey is just moving around and letting like exposition happen. That's it. That's like a bit like what I'm doing now. Like, but there's like nothing. I don't think there's anything that really attacks you in Journey. That's the kind of thing. I mean, like
further on, but there's no way to die. There's no game over screen. As far as I can remember, I haven't played that game since it came out. It's a game you play once and never go back to it, kind of thing. Not because it's bad or anything. It's more of an experience than it is like.
Whoa, look at that! Sorry.
Than it is like a traditional game.
Yeah, well, I had the same. I mean, there's a lot more narrative in the Outer Wilds, but similar kind of idea where there's a lot of just you chilling on your own. That fish looks big and scary. I should go ahead now that this is like as nice as this is supposed to be. I have a horrendous phobia of fish. Jesus. What?
What is this game?
Sleep with the fishes has our only meaning now.
What game is it off? It's a Goliath groper. No, I'm joking. I'm assuming that means groper. What's that? Oh, it's Troy McClure in The Simpsons, isn't it? They said.
Yes.
I thought you said he's sleeping with the fishes.
I did, but what I meant was. No. I thought you said Troy McClure was dead. No, what I said was
he sleeps with the fishes. And then he has this giant aquarium in his room, doesn't he? His bedroom is just like surrounded by an aquarium. There you go.
I've got a feeling this is going to be very much like Nuts to me, where
Nuts
it's
to
not
you,
my
James.
thing.
Yeah, I think this is the kind of thing we were going for. This is sort of like, I guess, an experience. Did you notice anything that happened when I did that other than like an effect? Like,
No.
Yeah, well, it doesn't really matter. I think it's just like you come along for the ride. It's like taking the train instead of the plane, so you can look out the window, I guess, if you want to liken it that way. It reminds me of Echo the Dolphin, if you recall. On the Sega Mega Drive and Genesis, had you swimming around and doing that kind of thing. You didn't get scanned by shit in that.
Is it controversial to dislike Echo the Dolphin? Because I was never a big fan of that series. But it's well known, but you know.
No, I mean, I guess it's the swimming bit on the surface is quite good, but the rest of it is just insanely, needlessly hard. Like unless it was just something I remember from being a kid, but it was just weirdly difficult. Am I following this, or do you think he's following me?
I think he's following you.
Yeah.
So remind me again, which of your family members was killed, and which fish are we taking revenge on?
All of them, James.
I can zap. I wonder if I can zap. Oh, I can zap harder if I hold it down. Oh, you can zap as well. Should I go ride fish? That's my fish friend, isn't he?
I'd rather you played the game, Joe, but what?
It's not letting us. It says he's had enough of it, and no means no, even from a fish. Right.
So, one of the things Journey did, I'm wondering if this game is going to do the same, is that it would bring, like, it was always online, so, well, I guess there was an offline side of it as well if you didn't turn on the internet. But the idea was kind of that you would always pull in another player, but you'd have no idea, like, what their username was or anything like that. There'd be no means of communicating with them, other than, like, this little, like, beep the character could do. And that was quite a cool thing, because if it kind of, like, people found, like, ways to communicate with each other through, like, really, really simple means, and you would, like, use that to solve, like, some of the few puzzles that were in Journey. I'm just curious.
Like, they would appear as ghosts, wouldn't they? Like,
no, they would not so much as a ghost. Well, maybe they did. I mean, it's been a long time, so maybe they did, yeah. But they were just kind of like another version of you. But you know, like in a fighting game when you choose the same character and they just change the color of their skin, essentially, or something like that.
See, I remember you've spoke to me about this before, Archie, but I played through that game and had no idea that was happening. I mean, I don't know if that's through like genius design, but I had no idea that I was actually playing with other people or any of this was going on. So, I mean, I don't know if that's a bad thing or a good thing, if it was like so beautifully implemented, this thing that you can play through the game and not realize there are other people in there also playing. Or maybe it's just really
it was kind of it's a weird game, but it's kind of like you're sharing like an experience with like a bunch of anonymous other players. It's quite a unique idea. Like,
tootle around here. I've got these little camera things. I can also press circle to do that, I guess. Okay, if I've got trapped wind. Is that what you do? If you like, it's good remedy for trapped wind to just pull your legs in and give it some of that.
What?
That's what you meant to do when you got trapped wind. You do these like leg exercises, like sit-ups and stuff. You'd know this if you'd once been hospitalised for trapped wind, as I have been. I was fine. The fart sorted it out.
What are you doing? You're like releasing sea creatures.
I guess so. I don't know.
From a demonic underworld, or?
I don't know.
I've never done any sort of
an afterlife of some sort.
I did a little. Is this like
fish heaven?
Fish Fields of Elysium. Is that the Fields of Elysium?
Well, that's the You wouldn't release them from there. That's like the nice
that's the
place
best
to go.
bit, isn't it? If I recall correctly.
Yeah, you want to be there.
And if you but you can leave there if you want. You know. Do you know that you can choose to leave and be reborn if you're Greek and die and get put in Elysium because you're an awesome hero. Found this out the other day. You can like do a new game plus on your life. And apparently if you do that 3 times, there's like a super section of Elysium that you get to go live in.
Hmm.
So, but you've got to hope that like you get revived 3 times and you live 3 awesome lives in their entirety, worthy of a hero. Which is like, you know, it's a big risk if you're already in Elysium the first time.
Yeah, I'd be like, nah, you know what? I think I will.
Once is enough.
Yeah. I'm gonna stick it out.
I think I just batter this seaweed. Oh look, I can use one of these guys to zap that open.
Wow. Just destroyed an entire piece of coral.
Yeah.
Underwater vandalism. Not
Underwater
acceptable.
loading screen. Ah, if you're a shark, you can swim through that. You think I can? Yeah, it's just plant matter. Have either of you been scuba diving or done this kind of thing in real life?
Always wanted to, you know. I've always never been the strongest swimmer though, so I think that's kind of like put me off.
I've been.
No, you haven't.
Any good?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, there's a lot of faff involved in it.
Yeah.
Putting all the gear on takes forever, and then taking it off takes forever. But it's pretty good.
And are the fish dicks? Because I hate fish.
No, they try and get out of your way.
Ah, that's good.
Saw a few jellyfish and a couple of little eels and things. It was pretty cool.
Where did you go scuba diving?
Into an underground cave and had to swim through the underground cave and come up the other side, which I wasn't the biggest fan of.
No,
but it was cool when I got out the other side.
That sounds kind of like, you know how you always have your escape route and it's above your head? Let's take that.
No, not in that one. It wasn't.
Ooh.
No.
Let's crack
I
it.
did in Spain, Archie. It was near Alicante.
Ah, nice.
In the Mediterranean, I'm guessing.
Mhm.
Southeast. Man, this bit.
You have to do all these tests before you go down, though. You have to like pass all these emergency procedures, you know, in case anything happens to you.
Yeah.
So, like, if the breather comes out your mouth, you have to be able to put it back in without anyone helping you.
Mm-hmm.
You've got to know the symbol when you're in distress to tell the instructor and all that sort of stuff.
I hope
You've
it's
got
like
to
the
put
one
the
from
mask.
Team America. The secret symbol.
Wave your hands around.
The weirdest one was you take like your mask, if that comes off, clearing it out of water under the water and putting it back on.
Oh, is that the one where you've got to like proper like breathe really hard into it?
Yeah, and then and like look up as you're doing it, so you tilt your head up as you're breathing into it, and it clears all the water. Clears all the water out, and you can put the mask back on.
Is this like the underground cave you went in, James?
It's almost as if someone was recording my entire experience underwater here.
I'm not even underwater anymore. I'm sort of above water. Can I go into the water? Is that a thing to do?
Just look a lot like your wedding, James, I must say.
I know, it's weird, isn't it? Remember when all the emissaries from the Lost Kingdom of Atlantis turned up?
Oh, well. You didn't invite them, so...
I would told them to get lost, but it was nice of them to turn up, though.
I just watched the Futurama episode where they go to the lost city of Atlanta.
Oh, yes.
Fry gets with the mermaid, and then they have problems in the bedroom, and he's like, "Why can't you be the other kind of mermaid with the fish part on top and the lady part at the bottom?" I picked up some gloop. Oh, I've put some gloop in the gloop.
This all makes a lot of sense right now. Oh,
There's Ray.
are they manta rays or stingrays?
I don't know. Remember the show Stingray?
Stingray.
Is that the one?
I also Stingray was the weakest out of those puppet shows with Thunderbirds and Captain Scarlet.
Was Stingray the one with Marina?
Yeah, it was.
Aquamarina.
Captain Scarlet was the best though.
Right?
Oh yeah, Captain Scarlet was definitely the best. Thunderbirds is pretty good as well, mine, but Captain Scarlet had a bit of an edge to it, didn't it?
It did, yeah. Yeah, the Mysterons. The scariest rings I've ever seen in my life.
It was less.
Captain Black, who you could tell was evil because he had a bit of stubble.
Aye.
They smash him, but they low hero 10.
To live again.
I couldn't believe how old those shows are. We're only like late 60s or something.
Yeah, a long time ago.
Damn.
I love how are they the shows where no matter what happens, something explodes?
Yay! Yeah, it's great.
You're like, oh no.
You know what I think would make this game a little bit better? Is if you could find out information about the little creatures. I think in like a bit educational aspect to it. That would be kind of cool.
Well, James, I do not play games to be educated.
I mean, I guess.
Like, what type of creature is this?
We swim right through it. So most of them are, I guess, just window dressing, maybe? No idea. Is this like the cave you swam through, Jim?
This one looks a little bit more foreboding than the one I swam through. This is a lot bigger than the one I swam through, though, mind. I definitely had to squeeze through the one I was in.
Scary.
Whoa, you
Oh!
Oh. Well, I guess this is more like Captain Scarlet now. That thing just exploded.
It is, yeah.
So should we just
destroy it
curl
all
up into a ball and hide?
Kind of feel bad for your little robot friend who got eaten there.
I know. Am I some kind of scuba
cat?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Especially when I went like that. Oh. Don't know if the camera's intentionally panning that way, or. But hint, hint, swim over there, Joe. I mean, why wouldn't you? You'd be like, look at that thing. Right, let's go have a look at these fish. Oh, I've got lost. Where's the big thing I'm swimming in? There you can. I assume this is opened by the one button that opens everything. Oh, no, I guess those guys have decided to mash off. Oh, I am without my little eye people friends.
They've left you.
Yeah.
There are like too many sharks out here.
I don't blame them. Do not blame them at all. You know what? This feels like a. I'm gonna coin a new term for it now, but I'm gonna call it a rainy day game. There's just. You know where you just like, where you just can't leave the house because the weather's that bad, and you're just like, ugh, I guess we're gonna have to spend Saturday in the house. That would be like, I feel like that would be one of the days where I was like, yeah, I can put aside a couple hours to play this whole ABZÜ crap.
Yeah. It feels like a game like, you know, when like you finish working, your head's like fried, it's getting late in the evening, and you want to do something, but you don't want to do something too strenuous. It feels like one of those kind of games. You know, you wouldn't play Siege after like a really, really busy like day at work, you know?
Yeah. Though we often do. And that's arguably why we're so bad at it.
Oh, that's the excuse I'm going to use from now on, at least.
Oh dear, I can do flip. I'm going to just do some flips. I am essentially a passenger here. Like, this is me not pressing any buttons. I'm going to drink the beer. I can press that button, but yeah. Essentially,
it's a cool looking game, but this is definitely not my sort of thing. I don't think I would ever switch this sort of thing on.
Oh, and when I go up to things, they all go together.
Definitely some cool like orchestration going on with this.
Yeah, I think this is the thing, isn't it? It's kind of like
Fantasia. I'm getting that kind of vibe from it, you know, like.
That's a good call. Still not doing it.
With less weird centaurs.
It'd be so funny if a big like underwater centaur came out now and just like ate that shark.
You guys have both seen Fantasia, yeah?
I thought you were going to say you guys have both seen centaurs, haven't you?
Yeah, I've seen.
They are real, aren't they?
Yeah. I've seen underwater centaurs.
What is the name of the last segment in that with the best one, where it's like the devil and he's like summoning all the it's like for a Disney thing. It's like really like bleak.
The broomstick bit. Am I thinking of the right thing?
You have to think of the right thing, but the wrong segment there. It's a Sorcerer's Apprentice.
That's the most memorable one. Oh wait, yeah. I can swim on everything. Look at this. Oh, James there tells you what they are if I grab onto them. If I ride them,
there you go.
It's a common dolphin. Right, just it being like.
Well, that seems a bit insulting, isn't it?
I know, from the estate.
Yeah. So the dolphin's like, you know what? I didn't go to school, and that's fine. It's I didn't. Yeah. I don't have to have a degree. It's. I'm a hard-working, contributing member of society. I don't have no fancy
Dolphin.
titles. You said Damien Dolphin.
Damien Dolphin, yeah.
Nice. I'm like going off off he goes. Do you think I can ride the smaller
Off you go,
boys?
Damien.
Oh, look at
Get
this
that one up there.
Oh, he really wants to just get... He likes dolphins. That's all I can say. I'll try and grab someone else then. I want to grab this big fella here. Look at him.
Yeah.
Blub, blub, blub. No, just dolphins apparently. Doesn't let us. Just... Maybe I can talk to this one. Big boy.
Hello there. Welcome to the sea.
Ew. Trying to say hello to fish.
I do hope you'll enjoy your stay.
This is my home.
What voice is that?
No.
Is it the Ghost
Please
of
keep
Christmas
disruptions
Present
to a
from
minimum.
from Muppets Christmas Carol?
No, I think I'm probably doing the lions from South Park, the ones that told
yes.
jokes.
Yes, yes.
That's it. You like jokes?
Well, they built a sort of statue to sharks. Oh, don't press that. It makes them grab dolphins. I should point this camera around. Press view button to meditate.
Would you guys rather have the ability to breathe underwater or the ability to fly? Like where, you know, with the
Fly.
assistance of planes or like,
Fly.
you know...
Fly.
Okay.
What about you?
Which is the
I don't know, actually. I don't know.
Do you not remember what the view button is?
I've always wanted to fly like. So maybe I'd have to choose that. But look, watching this game, I think I might be missing out on some
Oh, look.
aquatic adventures.
Look, I can do this now. Look. Powder. There's a powder blue tang. Which I think is the one that Dory is in the thing. This is literally what you were talking about, Jim. There's the Lyre-tail Antheus. Don't know which one I'm actually looking at. Is it the black one? Oh no, it's the pink one I'm looking at. So the Lyre-tail Antheus is the pink one. The bannerfish. That's the one who in Finding Nemo, who's
Willem Dafoe's character.
Willem Dafoe. That's a really good shark bait.
That's a great film, I think.
Yeah.
Coral
The best thing
trout.
Ellen's ever done.
The best thing, what, sorry?
Ellen? Is it Ellen
Oh,
DeGeneres?
yes,
It's
yeah.
definitely the best thing she's ever done.
And even then, she's still quite annoying in it.
I think that's our whole point, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
A lot of coral trout knocking around here.
Hasn't she been under fire recently for...
Being
Was it
awful
Being
at
shit.
Is it really that fucking hell?
That one looks cool. Look at him, the bicolor parrotfish.
Hmm.
I wish I could like zoom in instead of just pan. Maybe I can if I press some buttons. So I think I'm just meditating and looking at fish. I told you after we did our stream of nuts, the nuts stream, that like literally every time I've been out for a run up the big hill here, that I've seen I've seen a squirrel
nuts.
and I've seen people like really like wanting to look at this squirrel. Like,
Oh, really?
every time I see a squirrel, there's some people like trying to go look at it or take photos of it with their camera. So maybe it's just we weren't the audience for it, having like grown up somewhere where we have tons of squirrels, but over here in the south of Spain, where this is probably the first and only time I've seen a squirrel out and about, people were really into it.
Yeah.
So maybe it's...
I remember being in Toronto and they had an abundance of black squirrels roaming around the city. Yeah, ninja squirrels.
The ones around here are black as well. They're not like grey or red like the ones back home. I got my camera guy back home. He does some as well.
There's an impressive amount of art on display here in this game, but it feels a little underutilized. If you know what I mean.
I do not. Please explain.
Like, I feel like you're just floating around these environments, and I feel like they could just do a little bit more with it.
Like,
I know it's probably not the
attention
intention of the game. Just draw more, yeah, exactly. Like draw more attention to kind of it, and like I'm loving the color palette of this.
Yeah, this is it. Maybe, also, maybe I've got him back, so I can go take him down here and get him here. I think that's the kind of idea.
I'm just struggling to see the point of it.
I guess
it's the journey, not the destination. I guess it's like this kind of.
Yeah, I think it's one of those where it's not a traditional game, so to speak, where there's like well thought out mechanics or anything like that, and it's just more of a like an experience, I guess.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, like.
And I don't want to
interactive
experience. The art thing. Yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Because I guess it would be. Because I guess it's not really a game if you can't like win or lose it. I guess I should go get this thing though, shouldn't I? There you go, I remember.
Get it.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah, it's just like come along, enjoy like the colours and the audio and the big wheels.
Yeah, it's more of like it's more than a tech
boxes.
demo, but this is the kind of like stuff they usually show off in a tech demo. Just like, here's all our art and our
here's our fish
effects. Yeah, our fish engine.
Yeah, it feels like the trailer for a new console. You know, where they just show random visuals and they're like,
look how many fish we can have on screen at once.
Yeah, or like a really epic screensaver.
I think it's definitely something I would have been like more interested in when I was like a pretentious like student or something like that.
When?
Not a student anymore, pal.
Student of life, pal.
Student for life.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Shiro!
Is that because they're black and white? Thing is that's actually what they said as well. Just
what, the whales?
Yeah, the whales screamed Shira as they jumped out the water. really tickled me. I mean, I guess is that what the kids say? This game is a mood. I don't know. Just like
maybe.
Probably not using that right at all, but you know what I mean. It's like it's just.
They'll probably say where are all the Fortnite dances.
Yeah.
Where's the custom skins?
Where's my Rick and Morty skin?
Yeah.
And where's the chat?
Where's my
so
One Direction skin?
How can I smurf on this game?
When is this out on TikTok? No, it's oh, didn't think about that. Look at that. Someone obviously clearly thought about how this would look.
That's cool. That's really cool, man. Like,
it does look good, yeah.
Yeah,
definitely. Like, they're visually very appealing.
You can't. I think that's the game though. Like that is these types of games. You just like
go to the blue thing, Joe.
I think I'm exploring.
Go to the blue thing.
Alright.
Hey guys, I'm gonna speedrun ABZÜ.
I can talk to him. We're having a bit of bands.
He's like, no, I don't want to go around your house. No, you come round, man. Got beers and everything.
I was thinking it was more like knock
Get
knock.
the Stellar in.
Fish who? I don't know. I didn't think this through when I started a knock knock joke that I was inventing on the fly. Now I'm back in this bit, which is back at Jimmy's wedding. Oh look, now my shell's up there. Is that a shell I picked up earlier? You know, the one on the journey? When I tootled around?
Good evening. I am a shrimp.
A shrimp with a cold. Good evening.
I got any hankies? I'm a bit banged up.
My nose is a bit stuffy.
All this time underwater, you see.
That sounds like Mr. Bean.
Yeah, it does totally sound like Mr. Bean.
Oh, Teddy.
Oh, Teddy.
That is like the most popular TV show of like all time. You know, I think like
is it
globally.
Actually?
I think it's up there. I think it made Rowan Atkinson the highest paid comedian of all time at the time it was airing, because literally they didn't have to dub it, like they didn't have to subtitle it, and any country or station in the world could just pick it up and people would get it. as long as you like lived in a society where the things you know, you can understand that like Amazonian tribes mightn't have got some of the jokes, but you know, people from any sort of similar culture to the UK would get a lot of the things that are going on.
I've still got a massive soft spot for it, like Mr. Bean.
There's some pretty good bits, like
yeah, it's really good, like slapstick, isn't it?
I remember I watched I guess it was the second film. There's like, you know how I think he did like 2 films.
Oh, I've only seen the first one. I never saw the
first one's with the painting, right? I think I went to the cinema to see that, where he like he works at an American art gallery, right, and like wrecks a painting, and then tries to like replace it with a poster from the gift shop or something like that.
Yeah. Well, spoiler alert, Joe.
Sorry. Well, in the second one, I can't remember what he does in the second one. I think he just tries to like go to France. I think he wants to go to Nice. He sees like a poster for Nice, and then he just spends like the whole film being like Nice, and then like pointing in the direction of Nice, and he literally intends to travel as the crow flies. So he just like points in the direction of Nice, and then like just starts walking, and like ends up like getting to France somehow. It's so weird, and I think he like accidentally abducts a child. It's really weird. Like he accidentally like him and this kid, and they think the kid's been kidnapped or something like that. I can't even remember what happens, but it's just so daft.
Yeah,
it's
that's what you want sometimes, though, isn't it? Like, just light, easy entertainment.
Well, the last thought it was class because most of it's in France, and there's a few famous French actors in it as well that like we mightn't have heard of. But she's like, "Oh, that's so and so from this." I'm like, haven't seen it. Don't know what you're on about. Oh, I've got a sonar now. Look. Oh, wrong way around. Did I invert something? Yes, I did. There we go. Here's some comics, hieroglyphics.
Comics?
You know, like ancient Sumerian comics. You know what I mean? Look, it tells a story. It's essentially a comic. It's just built on stone. It does look a lot like a cat, especially with like the. Oh, I can't turn it around.
It's the eyes, isn't it?
It's the eyes and those like 2 little pointy light ears on it. It's also, I know you said they're like underutilizing the art, but I think they're also doing a lot with very little. Like a lot, I do like this. It's like there's outrageous textures, like HD textures. Like everything's almost like one color, and it's just used well.
No, it's really nice.
Cell shaded kind of feel to it.
Yeah. I guess I'll go back out here.
Very nice. A visual feast.
That's sort of all of the crack on in this. It's just I don't know where I'm going and what I'm doing. I guess I've got to turn around. Right, so I've got to follow the.
Go right, Joe.
Into the big swarm of fish.
Well, the big thing behind the swarm of fish, I'm thinking.
I think
the big triangular.
The big triangular thing. I thought it just came from there. I want to go into here because fish orgy. Oh, I've got turned around by the fish tornado. Can I grab on these guys? New guy to grab onto. This is the grey reef shark. Maybe he'll take us somewhere of use. I think I've got to like utilize the nature. Zap.
Is this going to come to a point later in the game where you're fighting against like fishermen or something? Not fighting, but they're going to bring like nets in and.
You think it's going to be like a people versus nature crack?
Possibly. That would be my guess.
It's quite
so
like save
it's
the
basically
ocean
nuts.
It's not that crazy, James.
It's nuts underwater.
Underwater nuts.
Because if I remember, the game Flower did something similar. Like starts off very tranquil and nice in nature, and the further you go into the game, you're in the city. Very industrious locations.
Yeah. So I didn't come from here. I don't remember somewhere this red or with a chain.
Oh.
I do like in games, and this a lot. Well, they did this like over the top in Nuts, but where like places have like, I guess, like a color palette or a color theme, as it were.
Yeah.
Like, you know, this is the red area, and not only is it like makes all the places more identifiable, but I think it's like a useful like tool for the player. Like, there's obviously a reason why they go, this will help the player remember, you know, by like color coding things.
Yeah, like, have they been here before? Oh. Yeah.
Well, like there's no UI on this as well.
Yeah. Except when you grab this big sunfish.
Yeah, that's fine though. That's right.
Is it a sunfish? Oh, points for Joe for recognizing the sunfish. I remember seeing. Oh, can I steer him? I think I can steer this sunfish. Oh, he does not like that. Sorry, guy. I turned you upside down.
Hey, guy.
Yeah, the
Hello there.
Mr. Bean the sunfish.
Take a ride on my back.
Would you like to hear?
Where do you want to go today, sir?
I'm gonna go meditate on this thing. Press view button to meditate. Oh, I do like a Nautilus. They look cool. There's a lot of Nautiluses. There's me, mate, the sunfish. I like it. They look. It's hard to see them face on, but I remember seeing one in an aquarium, like side on, and if it's the one I'm thinking of, they're flipping huge, like to scale of that character. Like these just giant flat things. It doesn't make sense how they'd move around. Oh, there's a cow nose ray. I think that's rude. A bit rude too.
What's the turtle?
I'm straight on it. It's the hawksbill sea turtle.
That's a pretty cool name for an underwater creature. It's got hawk and turtle in it.
And Bill. Who's this guy? Oh, back to the sunfish. Oh,
it's William, actually.
Hawks William. Only hawksbill to his friends. There's some. Was he out of Goldeneye?
That fish.
Trevelyan.
But it's
Alec Trevelyan.
Golden Trevelyan. Yeah.
What's that red one? The red and black one?
I'm trying to get over it. It's quite hard to navigate this thing. Sam, the male California sheephead. They've really got all
That's
of the names
looking
wrong.
fish, isn't it?
Hello. It's the male.
They're all a bit tired.
Oh, that one's what? That one's got the best name ever.
Wahoo!
Wahoo!
Yeah, the Mario fish. We're trying.
Wahoo!
These guys are. No, that we've met him before. Don't know how to.
Black sea bass.
He's having a
Looks
little
a bit demonic, him, doesn't he, with the red eyes and that?
Shifty character.
Ah, a story in it. Powder blue tang. The Wahoo. I think we've seen them all here. Oh no.
Is the Wahoo the pointy one?
I want to get onto these yellow yins, but it's not letting us. Oh, the female. Which one's the female? Oh, look, they look completely. Oh no, I can't tell which one I'm looking at.
It's the red ones, not the red and black ones. I think.
Yeah, that's one. That's weird that they look so different. Ooh,
I haven't seen a breadfish yet.
It's a dugong in it? Oh, it's a manatee.
That's a manatee.
Why are manatees so kind of adorable looking? Did this look so like dumb?
Yeah, they've got a.
I'm a fish.
I don't think they are fish, to be honest. Yeah.
Well, he's stupid,
Maybe
isn't he?
Archie's a manatee.
Looks a bit like Archie.
You're Mars a manatee.
Is it just got loads of crap on its back?
It's a coral, Joe. God.
I think that's all the fish we can look at in this. Oh, yeah, we've looked at him. I think we've looked at all of them. I've meditated on enough fish. It's not very intuitive the way you like move around this bit. It just kind of like randomly jumps to the closest thing you've sort of tried to aim at. Oh, man. Doesn't work. Oh, this one's lost.
Where's everyone gone?
Is it like finding
there they are.
female
Look at this.
Californian
Look at
sheephead?
This one's like, don't be a bunch of sheephead. Oh wait, no, it's changed its mind. It's going to follow them now. Oh, never mind.
That's pretty cool how they've programmed that in there, though.
Yeah, just
go around.
It's good to know that part of the processing power of my computer is working out which way these fish swim. Stop looking at the ruddy manatee. Oh, and sunfish. And they're the wahoos, aren't they? Yeah. Maybe it does cycle through them. Maybe that's why the like locking on is so. No, it just seems to be random. It just seems quite sporadic. Oh well, enough meditation. I wonder how long people, like, who aren't streaming this would sit and do that. I mean, I guess it depends how much you like fish, isn't it?
Imagine if someone's playing this game, they're probably into fish a little bit.
Have to be to some extent. I guess I go down here, right? This is like, this seems to be the loop. You go somewhere, go, ooh, isn't this nice? Then you find a bit of coral that you can use your camera to zap. Though I think this is leading up to what you were saying, Archie, the whole, look at this, like, big man-made thing.
Yeah.
We're probably going to find out that, like, I've got an affinity for... That's not the right way to put it, an affinity for the fish or whatever, or I start caring about the fish, and then I discover that I'm the evil person who owns this boat.
Yeah, that'd be the guess. Well,
Anchor's up, I guess. Is it Anchor's
the
up?
website Game Planet give this game 100 out of 100.
Right, I don't think anyone should ever do that. I'm not one of these people who are like IGN 10 out of 10.
Generous yeah.
Well, Game Critics, another outlet, give this a 4 out of 10.
Really? They were more
I think
critical.
It depends very much what you want. If you want to play
100%.
a game, you're not going to be into this. If you want an experience, you might quite enjoy it.
Yeah, but then people will get online and cry for hours and hours of whether it's an experience or whether it's a game, and like, you know, people will get upset by the fact that you.
They can do that if they want.
They can, but like,
and ignore those people.
Yeah, it doesn't. Really,
yeah, this is definitely one of those games where I could see why people would fucking hate it, and I could also see why people would love it. You know.
Yeah.
And everything in between that,
it completely depends what you want to do, doesn't it?
Exactly.
Really, if you think about it, like, if you want to chill and hang out and go like, what's going on? I don't want to think too much about it. I don't want to be sat there like losing me marbles over like a really tricky, I don't know, like difficult game. And this would be fun. Especially in like 2 hours. There was one game that I was thinking about the other day that I played, and for the life of me I cannot remember its name. But it's a 2-player platformer game where each
Super Mario.
Yeah, that's the one. No, where each of the 2 players like has an area of influence on the screen. So one person, like, the half of the screen they're in is like orange and warm, and the other person's half of the screen is like blue and cold, and it always like perfectly splits the screen in half depending on where you are. So if one person's on the top of the screen and one person's on the bottom, it's like a horizontal split. If one's on the left and one right, it's a vertical split, and obviously it like you can make it do diagonals as well, and you use that to like solve puzzles together. And for the life of me, I can't remember what it was called, but it was a really nice.
Sounds very interesting, though.
A nice. It's not a super challenging game, but it's like it was easy enough so that like me and the lass played that game and completed it, and she has like little to no interest in games at the best of times, so you know, something that was that engaging, you should really remember the name of, Joe. But yeah, I had when I remember the name of it, it's
Did you go back to the bit?
I mean, like that's where I just came in, wasn't it? And then I went and did the blue thing.
I think you went past some lionfish before.
Ah, yeah. I remember coming in here. Maybe I'm just meant to keep going through that. Ooh.
Yeah.
These ones you're going past now are lionfish, aren't they?
I don't know, but they look class.
They look like punks.
Like Sid Vicious in Sid Vicious. Oh,
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Oh,
Nice one.
Yes, I'm gonna pour myself a drink in reward
Fun
of
of the
that.
day.
Sid Vicious. Nice. Yeah. Oh, it's really annoying me that I can't remember the name of that game now.
Shark!
I'm gonna go swim on him. Oh, never mind.
And he's off.
I can go meditate
True.
on this. I thought I could meditate on these things' heads, or is it just...
Maybe need
That fish is having a drink.
Couple of Stellas, you know, take the edge off.
Get us a couple of amphoras of Stella, please.
A couple of what of Stella?
That's what those things are, amphoras.
Amphoras,
really?
that's what he said. I thought he said. Oh, should I do a flip? Do a flip? Oh, I thought I could do a flip. And I'll get this right. We'll try and do a Echo the Dolphin flip. Yeah!
Dunk.
Second Echo the Dolphin flip. Yes! I've mastered this. See, it could do an Echo the Dolphin thing and have like some challenge bits where like, you know, use this to like on Echo the Dolphin you had to like jump over rocks so that you'd be like tooting along building up speed, and then you'd like do that and then jump over some rocks. But this decides against it. Oh, look. I think the flippers indicate how much boost I've got left. See how they're all like long? If I start boosting, they like disappear.
I didn't even notice that.
It's like a visual indication of the player how much boost you've got. Yep, they're gone and now I've
You've
just
got
more
no
feet.
boost.
Boostless.
I don't know how. I think I just have to keep boosting to do that special one, but it's quite good. I haven't been in here, have I? No.
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 Oh, yeah,
I'm
I have.
scared.
It's not the opening area. Is this just another... Whoa, did a little loop-de-loop.
Nah, it's too dark in here.
Should we leave?
We should leave.
If this was a spooky stream, I'd be gone if it got anywhere near that scary. I think I'm gonna go see how many fishies I've caught. See, I keep that's new, isn't it? See, I get stuff and then it goes over there. Oh, there's two of them. Should
You're filling up the whatever this is.
the Hall of Heroes. So these must be like biomes, right? And I've got to just like, maybe I've just got to like find these animals and like fill up a... Oh, I could always ride the orca. But this is the ghost orca. Maybe I can like go and meditate on here. Like this is kind of like... Oh, that was cool. I didn't mean to do that, but that was kind of dope. Just with all the school of fish following us. So I guess I'm just like filling up these like biomes with stuff to look at, and then I can come over and see, these are like the levels. I think this is for like fast traveling as well, maybe.
I do not know. I am not sure what they represent.
No, it's cryptic to say the least. I mean, I guess that's if it was really we'd be so complaining about this if it was like, go see the fish, go grab onto the fish.
I know, of course. I'd much rather have this and like work it out for myself than have some boring UI marker on screen.
Yeah, I guess I just have to go to the main one again, right?
Yeah.
Probably swam
I think this just fills out with when you complete something, and that essentially is an indication of what you've done so far.
Yeah, you just kind of like rebuild.
Yeah, and I'm guessing at the end, all this will illuminate in some fashion, and
it'd be really cool looking, visually spectacular.
You would hope.
It's a visual treat.
The thing, I do.
Do you like my visuals?
Boop. Yeah, and then I put the more goop in it. It is a good less is more. I mean, like, you know, I guess you can't really talk about this game without talking about the visuals, but ooh, some new fish. I guess some of them are mammals. I think all of them are mammals, actually. Like a shark and a whale. So I'm like drowning some people by the looks of things. Or maybe areas that were once... Oh, I could so walk up there. If I decide to take my flippers off, like. See, that's pretty excellent. That's all good stuff to look at. You know what this does remind me of, but I guess every game that does this reminds me of it as well. The Soul Reaver games, they did a lot of doors opening and panning over and stuff, which
definitely.
I remember in the later games, the puzzles boiled down to turn something until you get a cutscene. Spin an object.
Place an orb into it. The opposite orb of what it is or something like that. I remember that being a thing, the light and dark ones.
Yeah. But it didn't really matter what you did, because eventually it would just be like... It would like, you had like a door creaking, and then it would like, the camera would just like focus on that particular door, and it would just show you it opening. You're like, well, I guess I'll go in that door now. Oh, there's me. Look.
You are the savior.
Guess so. So just like get the blue things, go to that thing. Everyone gives us a round of applause. Like, well done, mate. You proper class. Do like this colour scheme. If I had a bathroom that I was able to renovate, I'd do it like this. Maybe not with all the art, but I do like that kind of turquoisey blue. Get some of them Sumerian tiles in here. Are these not orcas? What they call, James? Ampharos? No, that's a Pokemon.
The Amphora.
Amphora. Yeah, Ampharos is a Pokemon. Could be.
He's shaped like an Amphora.
Don't know. But I'm gonna swim on this light fish. Yep, that fish, whatever it's.
Kurlakanth.
Yeah. That's sort of like wrestling it as well.
Demon of the underworld.
Yeah, I guess in real life their eyes aren't light bulbs. Could be though. There are those like bioluminescent fish, aren't there?
Yeah.
I should zap this thing, light it up. Ooh. It's not liking that. I was trying to do a cool slow pan around the whole dragon. What? I haven't done many big zaps. See that, like, maybe I meant to big zap that thing. I think, because it I mean,
I think you go to the left.
Yeah, probably not. I just thought I could maybe smash it with me Sona, but I cannot. Like, if I boost and circle, I can do a little flip. Whoa, that was so sideways? Nah, you can only forwards. I mean, I guess the idea is I'm tootling around discovering this technology. There's the occasional mural that tells me who I am, so I'm clearly someone who's involved with all this crack on. And it's a bit art exhibit, isn't it? I mean, like, you know, games as art. Would you think you'd classify this as? Or is it, can Can you? I mean, like
I don't know.
You can all.
I think that's
all
all
games are art.
debatable, really. Like,
Yeah. Oh, big
what's off for
whale.
someone isn't necessarily off for somebody else. You know, like.
This guy does not want to talk.
Please leave me alone.
He's off. I'm going for a swim with him.
This is definitely having an attempt at being games as art. You know, despite what people might think it has.
I mean, I think everyone.
Or whether it's
been
been successful at that.
Might, you know.
Oh, here come the gang.
Can I do a little flip?
Oh,
he's having some food. I'm bloody starving.
Oh,
Yeah, backflip as well, dude. I didn't know I could backflip. Or
It's a bit raw, but it'll do.
Who's that guy?
Dude. Technically sushi. I know sashimi. Sashimi's the raw fish element of sushi, isn't it?
I don't know.
Oh, Joe!
Come here! See, this is different to Journey in a way. Like, Journey
had less.
There is some platforming in it, from what I remember, so there's a little bit more, I guess, to do. And there are things to avoid at some points.
Yeah, I don't think I ever got by anything I was supposed to avoid, though I don't remember. Which made me think, was it all just the illusion that I could be got? Who knows?
This guy's showing off.
Yeah, well, 2 can do... Oh, have some of that, mate. Have some of that.
Do a spin.
I'm going to spin through these fish. Oh no, it's not letting us have control anymore. Boop. And, yeah, just... Oh.
Zap.
I think that's your answer, Archie. I think there are some things that... Can I zap the fish now? I don't know if I'm meant to zap these majiggas. Like, I can't tell if I'm meant to hit them or not, because it looks like
I'm guessing by the reaction you have to them, no.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, but it doesn't seem to kill me, and then I get the sort of zappy power. Look, I'm like more zappy than before, so who knows?
And the noise they make as well.
Yeah, they
would be
seem
an
bad,
indication
but I'm
of
wondering if they just like imbue you with power.
that.
I mean, probably not, but it is that kind of game where you're like, I swear to God, if there's a puzzle where I have to go get hit by one of these things, skills.
Follow the
Never mind.
following.
Oh shit, I got
Oh,
twice.
nice.
But then, like, it seems like... I
There you go.
just turned them off. But that didn't really matter because they didn't kill me anyway, so... Oh no, I turned that thing on. Oh, I guess the easiest thing to do now is to tootle over to the... Like, follow the cable, right? And then... Like, I mean, I guess there is some puzzles in this. I mean, it's very puzzle-like, isn't it? I mean, I can...
Is that
Barely
puzzle?
a puzzle.
The puzzle is... I mean, the puzzle is knowing that I have to go turn that thing on, right? I mean...
I guess.
I could have just not swam up to that thing and did the thing.
Oh,
Oh no, am I stuck in an endless loop of getting blown up? Close. I'm getting quite blown up here. Yeah. I mean, there's some, you know, you might think, well, you could just swim around and not do any of this. And I could still be in the first area because I never interacted with that first object. It is like as light as a... Oh. Alright, hold the doors, mate. But, you know, I mean, it's like in terms of like there being a challenge to overcome and then me overcoming the challenge, it is like as bare bones as could be.
yeah.
Like any less of a challenge in the game would be playing itself for me, like those segments I was in before.
Yeah, but again, I don't think this game's wanting to be a...
No, that's not what it's about, but I mean, there is
scenario,
some
yeah.
puzzling in it. It's not just like swimming down a tunnel. I mean, I am now, but like constantly swimming down a tunnel. He is not having a good time.
Oh, Save him! Yeah, mate, you lend a hand, I'm a bit stuck.
I guess I just... There's me helping him.
So
I am
this shock
pretty
the
damn
humans
strong, aren't I?
gone on forever.
That is some mad amount of swimming.
That shark's like, I thank you.
Thanks, mate. You know how it is after you've had a couple.
Been on the sauce for well too long today, mate.
It's tough.
Put 6 jars down.
Oh, I know that's early as well, but, you know, needs must.
Needs must.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That was my... I love the idea that Archie just... I don't know, qualifies his drinking with needs must. Oh.
No, the shark does.
Oh, sorry. There you go. Yes. Sperm whale. It's just diving. Ooh, these are much bigger creatures than before. Shall I hop on this other one? That like giant squid. That's a giant stick. Oh, is it an anglerfish? Those are horrendous looking, but like...
Oh, that ugly as fuck.
That one looks like a cucumber, doesn't it?
No.
No, look at the texture on it. Maybe a courgette.
Look at his little flappy face.
Oh. Looks like a paper aeroplane at the front.
Yeah. I sort of wonder if these things are like
fish.
No, real. Like what like artistic license have they taken with these creatures? Because you know, I know giant squid exist, but like, do they look anything like that? What do these guys look like in real life?
Hmm.
Or is it just like stylized because the game is 90% looking cool?
Hmm.
I guess we'll find out. Dave. Oh, hatchet fish.
Hatchet fish.
It's cool, man. Deep sea anglerfish? Yeah, boy. Those things are horrendous. Those are the ones where the males just melt into the side of the females, aren't they? Leaving their testicles.
What? Really? Like...
yeah, so like the little one swims up to the little one, the male, swims up to the female and just starts chewing the side of it.
Oh.
Until it's like sort of like embedded in the side of it, and once it's embedded in the side of it, it sort of like melts, like the female heals around it. So that the male becomes a spot, and what happens is then the rest of the male dissolves, leaving only its testicles, and then the female has these like testicles stuck on the side of her face, and then she uses that to impregnate herself. You know, that old chestnut. That's
the miracle
cool.
of
the miracle of life.
of life, yeah.
Oh dear.
I like them hatchet fish. They're kind of glowy.
The rave fish. I think that's all we've got. Maybe you meant to meditate on everything. Do you know what I mean? Like.
What are these?
That's the Nautilus.
Nautilus. That's cool.
Oh, it's just kind of that blue thing. Right. That's handy. I guess the meditation... Oh, it's right in front of us. I was going to say, I guess the meditation also shows you where to go. But... it doesn't really matter when where you need to go is right in front of you. Right, should we go for a swim in here and then... maybe call it a day, because I'm guessing I'm halfway through this game now, because
you're probably getting towards the end.
No, it's apparently 2 hours, so there's probably so I'm essentially halfway through, but I imagine it's just another hour of a lot of this. I mean, to be honest, if I'm halfway through the game, I'm assuming we might have been playing it really slowly because we're chatting shite and talking about Mr. Bean and that, but
oh, there's that fish with the cold.
Aye. But I'm wondering if maybe... I'm just thinking if I'm this far into the game, it would have probably shown its hand by now, so I'm guessing the core experience is what we've already experienced.
Yes.
You know, it's a game where you swim about and look at cool stuff. Like, that's I don't even think that's praise or a criticism. That's just that's just
what
it is.
And
if that's what you want to do, then you'd probably like it. And if it isn't, then probably won't.
That's probably a fair summary.
I mean, personally, I
think you've
I've
clocked
enjoyed
the game, Joe.
Roll the credits, man.
Yeah.
Just like the other things seem to be like, unless they just keep opening up new ones every new area you go to.
Yeah,
that's what it does. It just fills out this world with like little ephemeral
plants.
Yeah, something you'd hide in a fish tank.
All right, what, like a sperm whale? Yeah. Oh well. Yeah. Well, I guess we'll leave that there, and thanks for watching. Go check out the game if you thought if it looked cool, and
you've already seen off of it, so
check it out if you think it didn't, really, because I guess sometimes playing it for yourself might reveal something. It's different playing it to watching it, of course. Though don't expect anything mad from this. It's I am playing it, and I don't know if watching it is actually that much different to what I'm doing. But it's definitely it's not to be snubbed. I mean, there's clearly a lot of talent on display here, and there's definitely an audience for it. I think if you're itching to like go kill loads of stuff, though, one, speak to somebody, but two, maybe play a different game.
Yeah, this isn't the game for someone who wants an action-packed experience.
But we don't know how it ends, so you never know. Could take you by surprise.
Imagine if it just waited for like an hour and 55 minutes, and the last 5 minutes is the greatest like Doom-esque boss fight you've ever seen. You have to fight the giant squid / sperm whale mutation caused by all those chains you left in the
oil spills.
In the ocean. Yeah, exactly. Right? Or you swim into this hellscape underneath.
Yeah.
Who knows? Oh well. I guess we'll just say cheers to indies. Keep celebrating indies. You know where to find us. We're on all the social medias and that. And head on over to our Discord, which still in the process of rejiggering. I feel like I say that every time, but I will eventually get it all sorted out and work out the best way to move forward with that. But yeah, join our Discord was probably the best thing for anyone into indie games, whether making them or playing them, and hang out with the community there. And from there, I'll just say see you next time and keep celebrating indies with us.
Yeah.
Cheers,
Cheers everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.